Oh my god, guys. One thing I want to apologize. I want to apologize to you guys. I was supposed to be live at exactly 4, but just 1 minute to 4 p.m. Power decides to chuck. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going live using Wi-Fi. So basically, you guys, I can't explain this, but finally I fixed everything and I'm here. So guys, welcome to this LS. I'm not by about 12 minutes, 13 minutes, but nevertheless, we are here. How you doing, guys? Welcome to today's LS. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through. Those ones who came and then they didn't find me on, please, I'm sorry about that, but otherwise, thanks for coming. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. Whew. Finally, we are here, guys. We are here. How's everything? How you doing? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're streaming from. How is everything? I appreciate you guys who came here and you didn't find me. What's up? What's not happening? Welcome to today's LS, guys. Welcome. Come on, we have some good time right here. Come through, we have some good time. What's up, guys? How's everyone? Guys? Come join in. Let's roll. What's up? How you doing wherever you are watching us from, wherever you're streaming from? Welcome to today's LS. And thanks for coming through. If you're in the building, please let me know that you're in the building before we can introduce our topic. Everybody, what's up? What's up? How you doing, guys? How you doing? How you doing wherever you are watching us from? Rainy Media, what's up? What's up? How you doing, bro? What's up? What's up? What's up? So your name is Shaju. It's not just about you having fat, but it's about you because anytime you can actually get fat. So it's about you, preparing yourself, making sure that you don't get it. So you must say you don't have fat right now, but you never know what might happen in a year. So by the end of the day, we don't only eat to avoid fat, but we also eat for health reasons. So, Ronnie Media, if you're in position to share me out to your audience, because we need more people here, share me right now and let's get started. Let's get started. No Gamba, Gamba, what's up? How you doing? How is your afternoon? Let me tell you what happened to me, man. I was supposed to go live at exactly 4, then 30 seconds to 4 power chucks, and you know what that means. So because I'm using Wi-Fi, power went. So you can imagine how I've suffered. It hasn't come back, but now I had to switch on to data and all that stuff the way you know it was sporting. But trust me, developing countries, man, it's just a real hustle. But what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Hope everything is okay. Mara right now it's a little bit cold. It's threatening to rain. I don't know if it's gonna rain, but we're fine. We're having a great time. We're having a great time. So some people are just coming, but because I wasn't going live, so I think they left, but they'll come back, they'll come back, they'll come back. So I'm just waiting for 2 or 3 people and we start on our topic. One big family, what's up? How you doing? This is my Jamaican friend. You're based in Japan, right? One big family, what's up? How you doing? I see you. I see you. How's everything? How is Japan? What's the time in Japan? Is it a morning? Is it a good afternoon? Is it a good night? What's happening in Japan? And Wagwan, Wagwan, what's not happening? What's not happening? Welcome to today's LS and I appreciate you. But when you come to this LS, first thing that you gotta do is give me a thumbs up because I mean, for me to grow, I need that thumbs up, right? But otherwise, we are waiting for 2 or 3 people. We got on this topic 10 foods that can help you burn fat faster. I mean, some of you know these foods, but you've not been taking them serious. So it's time you get to know the facts about them and why you should include them in your diet, not only for losing fat, but also for health reasons as well. So that's why you need to get rocked here. Don't go anywhere. We're getting started in a minute. We're getting started in a minute, guys. So one big are in position, share me out to your Jamaican audience, to your Japan audience. Let me know. Let me know if you're in position to share me out. But otherwise, um, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for waiting. One big family, you are like the early bird here. Oh, it's almost 10:30. 10:30 in the morning or in the night. Right here in Uganda, East Africa, Africa, it's just 4:30 p.m. It's almost 4:30 p.m. in the evening, and it's a Sunday. So, Muscle Glory, now Muscle Beauty. What's up? How you doing? Welcome to today's LS. Welcome to today's LS. What's up? How is UK Muscle? How is everything? Yeah, it is threatening to rain a little bit, but we good. Regardless, we move. Regardless, we move. So thanks for coming through, guys. we're getting ready for this topic. Few people to join and then we get started. So please don't go away. Keep locked here. We're getting started in a minute. How is everyone doing, guys? How is Whitey? If a content creator, how has been Whitey in this COVID situation in the past months? Oh, it's Sunday night. It's already 10:30 in Japan right now. So guys, you shared me out. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Big love, big love, big love. Rain media, it's not raining in Bara yet, but it's just threatening to rain. Just threatening to rain. Mm, 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 mm. So guys, if you're in a position to share me out to your audience, it could be on YouTube, it could be on WhatsApp, it could be on Twitter, please share me out so that we can have an amazing audience and we get started. But meanwhile, the first few people who come in, I always give you chances to ask any question you feel like asking about health, fitness, your body goals, such kind of stuff, about food, nutrition, fitness. So the first few people who come in, I always give you a chance before we can discuss about the topic. I always give you chances to ask any question you feel like you want to ask. It could be a personal question, or you've been battling some weight loss and you've gotten some challenges or stumbling blocks here and there. Please feel free to let me know before you can dive into the topic. I answer the question right away. So if you have any question about fitness, nutrition, food, health, please let me know and I answer directed to you. So Masoko is saying UK is okay. I've got my kids this weekend, so I'm chilling. What's the topic for today? So basically, Masoko, today we're talking about 10 foods that you need to involve in your diet for you to maximize your fat burning. So Masoko, you have an interesting question, and thank God I have a video coming through. I have a video coming through about intermittent fasting, but since you've asked this right now, I think I can just give you highlights of it because I have a video coming through next week about this very topic because so many people have asked me about this very topic. I feel like it's prudent for me to just record a video and put it out there for everyone. But basically, intermittent fasting, in my view, is actually one of the healthiest ways to lose fat. I mean, not only fat, but to keep you healthy. Some people, they always find it hard, but for me, I think it's the easiest, it's the most healthier way that you can implement in your routine for it to start losing weight. So basically, intermittent fasting is you have windows. Basically, you have an eating window and you have a fasting window. So during the eating window, I mean, you can eat everything you want, but of course, you still want to eat foods which have quality calories, I mean, good calories. Then you also have a whole window that you're not eating. So we have different patterns of intermittent fasting. There's so many. For example, we have 16-8. That's the most common one. So you're fasting for 16 hours and you're eating in 8 hours. But before I can go into the patterns of fasting, Masogori, I want to tell you how intermittent fasting works. So basically, there's a hormone called insulin, right? So insulin is basically an anabolic hormone. It's a hormone that tells your body to store fat. So this insulin is released in your bloodstream by your pancreas in response to food. But the biggest response comes from carbohydrates. So when you eat a lot of sugar or carbohydrates or starchy foods, your body swings into action by producing insulin to help control your blood sugar because your blood sugar shouldn't go low and shouldn't go high. So what insulin does is to convert your excess sugar that is coming in, that is saturating your blood all over, and then stores it as one, glycogen, or two, as fat. So basically, the higher the insulin, the more likely you're going to store fat. So there's something we call hyperinsulinemia, where you have a lot of insulin in your blood. We call it hyperinsulinemia. So when your insulin is very high, then you're in a fat storing mode. Get what I'm saying? So for you to lose weight or to lose fat, you must make sure that your insulin are ever low or they're ever down. So intermittent fasting, what it does is you're going to eat for example, if it's 16:8, which means you're eating within 8 hours and then you're fasting for 16 hours. So when you're eating, then your insulin goes up depending on the foods you have eaten. There are foods which stimulate insulin. The more there are foods which stimulate insulin, that is, for example, carbohydrates, proteins, fats last. So when you have eaten a lot of sugar, of course, your insulin is over the roof, and then your body is trying to work on the sugar so that it stabilizes it. So what happens when you're fasting, the window that you're fasting, which has 16 hours, all those hours, your insulin is going to be low. But what is happening is your body, since it needs glucose and you're not giving it glucose, it's getting glucose from non-carbohydrate sources. It's basically getting glucose from fat and glycogen. But what happens is your body can use the stored glycogen. Basically, glycogen is a storage form of sugar. Also, fat is a storage form of sugar. So your body first uses glycogen, but it can only use glycogen up to 8 hours. So by 8 hours, if you're not working out to deplete your glycogen very fast, which means your glycogen stores can only last for 8 hours. So by 8 hours, your glycogen stores are done. So what does that mean? That if you don't eat, then your body is now going to start using fat. It's going to start breaking down fat to provide you with sugar to use to get energy, because even when you're sleeping, you need energy. Your brain keeps running, your heart keeps pumping, your lungs need energy. Need sugar for you to keep breathing. So you still need sugar even when you're not having sugar from the food. So which means your body right now in the fasting window, it's basically using fat, breaking down the fat to provide you with sugar that will give you the energy. So basically, that's how intermittent fasting works. So intermittent fasting, one thing it does is it lowers your insulin levels and it allows fat to be broken down for energy. So in my opinion, actually, intermittent fasting is one of the ways that you can implement to lose fat very fast. Leave alone, working out, leave alone calorie restriction, dieting. But I think intermittent fasting to me is one of the ways that you can use to burn fat faster. And of course, the more hours that you fast, the more fat you burn. For example, if you're fasting for 16:8, which means you're basically, what does that one mean is you're only skipping breakfast. So if you're skipping breakfast, which means you ate at around 8 p.m. or 10 p.m., then you're going to eat at around 1 p.m. the next day, which is about 16 hours. So which means that one is easier to even implement. So even when you're starting intermittent fasting, you want to start with a pattern that is friendly for you, because you're transitioning into eating all the time and now you're starting a new journey. So which means your body has to adapt over time. So if you start on 16:8, which most people find it easier, then when you get used to that, you go, for example, to maybe 18:6, where you're fasting for 18 hours and then eating within 6 hours. So basically, the more hours you fast, the more fat that you burn. So, but I always urge people that start with a pattern that is easier for you before you can go on patterns which can put a lot of stress on your body and make you hate the whole weight loss process. So Muscle Glory, please watch out for that video. It's coming, but that's the highlight I can give you on intermittent fasting. But it's a great way to start on fat burning using intermittent fasting. So there are so many. There's 5-2, there is alternate day, there is the warrior diet. So it's basically a lot that I cannot talk about right now. I'll be able to digest it in the next video, and please watch for it, watch for it. So Master Glory, that's basically it about intermittent fasting. Those are just my highlights. But if you can, and if you really want to know more about it, please feel free to hit me up in my inbox and we shall have a conversation about it. So I'll make sure that I put a video out there, but I'll also come on live. And I'll schedule a day for just intermittent fasting. We come here and just talk about intermittent fasting in detail, because most people have been asking this video for some time. Who else do we have in the building? Who else do we have in the building, guys? Who else do we have in the building? Who else do we have in the building? Before we can jump on our topic of today. So Master Glory, I was still saying that I was supposed to be here at exactly 4, but 1 minute to 4, power checks, developing countries, we have power problems, black shading and everything. So people come on my live stream and I'm nowhere to be seen. So I had to, fight around fixing this for about 15 minutes. But I'm fine. I finally we are here. So Master Glory, if you're in the building, did I answer your question? Do you get the picture about intermittent fasting? And thanks for sharing me out. Thanks for sharing me out. Ooh. Terry and Tamara, what's up? What's up? Wagwan, wagwan. I told you to teach me some Jamaica, but you're just there. I need to learn some Jamaica. Wagwan, what's now happening? Welcome to my LS. Welcome to my LS. I see you. Thanks for coming through. We have an interesting topic right here. We're basically talking about intermittent, 10 foods that can help you burn fat very fast. So Ugandan girl child, you're not late, you're straight on the point, you're straight on time. So please, thanks for coming through. We're getting started in a second. So guys, thanks for coming through. Hang around with me. Make sure that you give me that thumbs up. Kel Caro, what's up? How you doing? How is Kenya? I wish I knew how to greet in Swahili, I wish I knew how to greet in Swahili, but how's everything? In Kampala right now, it's about 16:30 p.m. It's a Sunday. The Markazis, what's up? How you doing, bro? How is Nairobi? The Markazis, I'm planning to host you soon. Please, 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 I'm planning to host you soon. Make sure that you make sure that you attend to my request. So guys, we are jumping into our topic today. So 10 foods that will help amplify your fat burning. Number one, guys, because remember one thing that even go to number one is for you to burn fat faster, you need to boost your metabolism, right? And there's so many supplements on the market right now that people will tell you about. Go get this supplement, it will help you burn more fat. People will tell you go buy this, go buy that for you to burn fat faster, but there's nothing like that. These people, I don't really think these supplements actually work, so I wouldn't even encourage anyone to go and grab those supplements. So we have natural beverages, we have natural foods, and if you could incorporate these natural foods into your everyday life, trust me, trust me, trust me, you'll be able to burn fat very, very fast. So jumping into our number one food that you should put in your diet is fish, guys. So we have fatty fish such as salmon, sardines. So this kind of fish, first of all, it is rich in high protein. Salmon is a great source of protein out there, but unfortunately, some of us, like in my country, I'm in a landlocked country, so these are seafoods. So I'm unable to access salmon. But for those ones who can access salmon, please, 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 salmon is very, very great. It has it's a high source of protein, but on top of that, it contains omega-3 fatty acids. These are essential fats that your body needs. They are good for your brain. They are good for for your hormones, because yes, you want to lose fat, but you need these essential fats to be able to keep working. Your brain needs fats. Your cells need fats. Your fats basically one of the raw materials for your cholesterol. You need cholesterol at the end of the day, guys. You need testosterone. You need these hormones, and these hormones can be only gotten from these fats. You understand what I'm saying? But we have essential fats, and then we have the bad fats. So salmon has one of the essential fats, which are basically omega-3 fatty acids. So please, one, it's a high source of protein, but number two, it has those good those good omega-3 fatty acids. And you know what, guys, protein does. Protein, first of all, it is filling. If you eat proteins, which means you're not going to eat all the time, you're not going to get hungry, cravings, and all that, which means you're ever full. So you'll be able to reduce on the calories that you're taking in, creating a caloric deficit for you to start losing weight. But number two, taking in enough protein will help you maintain your muscle mass. And also protein, because you need protein, you need to break a lot of calories for you to be able to absorb proteins. Because if you're eating proteins, for example, if you're eating calories, for example, in a meal, 20 to 35% of those calories go back to digesting protein. So which means if you're eating enough protein, you're even burning fat while you are sleeping, while you're in your office, while you're not basically working very hard. So one thing salmon has, good protein, high quality protein. But number two, omega-3 fatty acids. So please, if you're able to access salmon, if you're close to the sea, please grab salmon right about now. So that's our number one. So one big family is saying, what about vegans? Don't they need to take supplements? Okay, I'll come to you bigly. So I understand vegans, I understand people who are on a ketogenic diet. I understand those people who are on a ketogenic diet. I feel you why you think you need to take supplements, and I'll tell you some of the supplements that will actually help you out. So basically that's our number one. But if you're in the building, please say something so that I can give you a shout out, so that I can know that you're already here to support or learn. So number two, guys, we have what we call MCT oil. So this is basically medium chain triglycerides. So these ones, they're extracted from coconut trees or palm oil trees. Being Chero, what's up? How you doing? Welcome. I see you. Thanks for coming through. So MCT oils, first of all, like the name said, they're medium chain triglycerides. So these ones have been researched about for suppressing your appetite and improving your fat burning. So one thing that they also good, they contain omega-3 fatty acids, but on top of that, because of their short length, they can be absorbed very, very fast, and they straight go into your liver, where they can be used as an immediate energy source. But on top of that, they can be stored and be broken later, form ketones. So ketones, apart from glucose, ketones is another form that can provide you with energy minus glucose. So when you eat MCT oils, trust me, they are good fats. So whenever you need them, they'll be broken down. They provide you with the good ketones that will be able to fuel your workouts, give you all the energy that you need. I mean, that's why you need to involve MCTs in your diet. Who else? Who else is in the building? Being Chero, what's up? How is everything? And please, if you're in a position to share me out, let me know. If you're in a position to share me out, let me know. Or do it right away. It can be on White, it can be on Twitter, it can be anywhere on the platform. Share me out so that we can have an amazing audience right here. So far we have two. One, salmon or fatty fish. The other kind of fatty fish, minus salmon. But salmon is the most common one, especially in countries which are close to the sea. Then number two, MCT oil, that is medium chain triglycerides. So you can have even these ones as supplements on the market. So you can find them in all forms. What else we have here? So number three on the list, guys, we have eggs. I mean, if you're not eating eggs out there and you think eggs are bad for you, I mean, you're missing out. One, eggs, it's like a nutritional powerhouse. I think eggs are like one of the healthiest foods that we have in this world. First of all, eggs contain all the vitamins except vitamin C. Guys, how cool is that? Eggs contain all the minerals. So if you're not eating eggs out there, and then you're on your fat loss journey, trust me, you're missing a lot. You're missing a lot because you still need your vitamins, your healthy vitamins, both water soluble vitamins and fat soluble vitamins. But it only misses one vitamin, and that's vitamin C that you can either get from your lemon, from your fruits, from somewhere else. You understand? But on top of that, eggs are a good source of high quality protein, guys. Eggs are a good source of high quality proteins. And we've already said why protein is good, especially if you're on a weight loss journey. Why you need to eat a lot of protein. Even I myself, I'm struggling to eat enough protein. But trust me, if you're out there and you're trying to lose weight and you're eating enough, you're eating less protein, that's why you're not getting results. So eggs is one, contains all minerals, contains all vitamins apart from vitamin C. High source of protein, and we said protein number one, it is high filling, it boosts your metabolism because your body needs to use a lot of calories to digest the protein. But on top of that, when you eat protein, then you're sparing your muscles. That's another thing. So while you're losing fat, you're sparing your muscles as well. So that's why you need to be eating enough proteins. And we're saying eggs is a great source of protein, great source of all the great source of all the vitamins, great source of all the minerals. So why wouldn't you eat eggs? But also eggs, some people, they think eggs have the bad cholesterol. Actually, eggs contain HDL cholesterol. And over the years, some people have not been eating yolks because they think yolks are bad. Yolks contain a lot of bad fats, but actually that's not the fact. Eggs actually contain HDL cholesterol. HDL cholesterol basically means high density lipoproteins. So when you take in cholesterol, these are called lipoproteins, they're kind of transporters. So what HDL does, or high density lipoproteins, is these ones they get fat, they get cholesterol from your body's tissues and then transfer it back to the liver for metabolism. And LDLs, or low density lipoproteins, what people term as bad fats, it's where you have those transporters or lipoproteins transporting fat from your blood into the tissues. So that's what makes it bad. So if you're transporting, let's say, fat into your heart, into your muscles, so that's when you end up with stuff like insulin resistance and all that. But fortunately, guys, eggs contain HDL cholesterol. So if you've been throwing away your yolks, and of course yolks is the one that has all the minerals, all the vitamins, please, you're missing on a lot. So please start involving eggs in your diet. Eat about 3 eggs, for example, 3 times per week. And trust me, you'll be getting most out of it. T and KK, what's up? You never miss any of my LS. Welcome. How you doing? How is everything? How is Tia? Hope she's doing well. So we've already you found us when you had already digested part of the topic, and we're saying that the 10 foods you need to start eating if you want to amplify your fat burning. We already talked about salmons, fish, fatty fish. We've already talked about MCT oil or medium chain triglycerides, and now we're talking eggs. So, and we're saying eggs contain all the minerals, contain all the vitamins except vitamin C. High good source of high quality protein. And we said protein is actually vital when it comes to you losing fat because it is high filling, because it spares your muscle, because your muscles are made of peptides, and these peptides basically come from where? Come from protein. So if you're eating high protein sources, trust me, you're sparing your muscle as well. Who else in the house? Please, yeah, media, what's up? How you doing? I see you, bro. Thanks for coming to my LS. I feel you, bro. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for the support. So we've done with 3. Number 4 on the list, guys, we have coffee. Who else? Everyone who is in this house, who doesn't take coffee? Who doesn't? Coffee is a worldwide beverage. First of all, it's a psychoactive drug, but this is a legal psychoactive drug. It's been legalized in all countries. All countries. All the populations everywhere. take coffee. But how does coffee help you burn fat? One thing, coffee enhances your mood. Number two, it improves your mental and physical performance. Tell KK you don't take coffee. Why don't you take coffee? Tell me about your experience with coffee. But I'll tell you why you need to start involving it in your diet, and I'll tell you the amount that is actually good for you. So coffee enhances your mood, improves your performance, improves both physical and mentally, but it also boosts your metabolism. So basically, coffee is it's a psychoactive drug. I've already said that. I mean, the way you see other drugs like let's say cocaine, marijuana, and all that, it's also a psychoactive drug. But it's different from those ones in one aspect or the other, which I will explain in a minute. Um, and we're saying that actual coffee boosts your metabolic rate. But on top of that, coffee is a CNS stimulant. I mean, your central nervous system, that is your brain and your spinal cord. So it's a great stimulant for your central nervous system. It is also a severe stimulant. Your cardiovascular system is also stimulated by coffee. You're saying it's bitter. I've tried different syrups to try and sweeten it, but it's still not for you. I fully understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. So what happens is coffee, basically how it works is it contains a substance that is called caffeine. And this caffeine, it inhibits adenosine receptor. So adenosine triphosphate, that's basically like the form of energy. I mean, it's a measure of your energy, something we call ATP. But when you have ATP, it has to be degraded after use, and then you form another kind of ATP. So what happens when you're using coffee? It inhibits the adenosine receptors. So the ATP that you have has no chance to get degraded. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why when you take coffee, you feel you're energetic because there's no ATP degradation. That's number one. But also, coffee stimulates the release of calcium, and calcium is one of the ions or the electrolytes that is important in muscle contraction. So that's why when you take coffee, because it has that caffeine, you always feel like you're energetic, you're very strong. But on top of that, it boosts your metabolic rate. So the metabolism, the faster your metabolism, the more fat you're burning. I mean, the calories you're burning, then which means the fat you are burning. Because basically for you, we say to lose fat or to lose weight, you must be in a caloric deficit. So the more calories you burn, then the more the caloric deficit you create, then the faster you lose fat. So which means if you're burning more calories, you're creating a caloric deficit and of course seeing results from your fat loss. So basically that's how coffee works. So, but you shouldn't take much of it because coffee is addictive. We've already said it is it's a psychoactive drug. It is addictive. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, you're right. You're right, KK. It causes insomnia. It causes anxiety because I said it's a CNS stimulant. It's a cardiovascular stimulant. It keeps you awake all the time. And that's why I'm saying you have to take it in moderation. And we always recommend, what FDA recommends 100 to 400 milligrams of caffeine. But this one also depending on the source of the caffeine, because we have different sources of caffeine, for example, from green tea, from coffee itself, from tea. So it also depends on the source. So how strong is your drink that has caffeine? So we are saying you should take about 100 to 300 milligrams of caffeine. And this is basically like 1 to 4 cups a day. I mean, depending on the source, because some sources are very high concentrated in caffeine. So that's why for me, I think for you to get the fat burning effects of caffeine, you need to be taking about 1 cup of caffeine, which has about 100 milligrams per day. And you get all the benefits of coffee, though you shouldn't really be taking it all the time. So Ugandan Brenda, you're saying coffee is addictive and is serious to lose sleep. When I take coffee, I become a night dancer. Yes, you're right. You're right. Because I said it's a CNS stimulant. It's a cardiovascular stimulant. It can cause you palpitations, like you feel your heart is pumping, poop, 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 poop. Because it causes the release of adrenaline, and this adrenaline, will make your heart pump very fast. And we said it inhibits adenosine, so you keep awake, you lose sleep. That's why you need to take it in moderation. Small of it, you can add it into your milk tea, into anything. So you should take coffee, but it shouldn't be a routine. You shouldn't take coffee like you're taking water. Otherwise, you have no difference from someone who is taking cocaine. You're the same, because the mechanism of action is the same and everything works the same way. But here we're saying moderation is very key. So the reason why I encourage you to take a little bit of coffee is it boosts your metabolic rate. So as for workout, when you take coffee before exercise, you have all the energy to lift your weights. If you're doing like high intensity, it will give you that endurance that you need. So basically, that's why you need to have a little bit of it. So a friend of mine takes a single every single day. Is that health? And that's what I've been talking about tea and cake. I've been basically saying that a single cup of coffee per day is very okay. A cup, simple, just a small cup of coffee, which has about 100 milligrams to 300 milligrams of caffeine is okay. That one will not make you addictive. It will not make you dependent on coffee. It will not cause you severe side effects like insomnia, palpitations, anxiety, and all that. So you won't get that if you're taking it in moderation. That's about 1 cup of coffee per day. So eating the African day, what's up, how you doing? Better it than never, bro. With just 55 minutes into the ARS. Just 42 minutes. So you're not late, bro. You're not late. So please, our number 4 is coffee, but you need to take caution of it. You need to take caution when you're taking coffee. Don't be dependent on it. For example, if you're someone who is active, you can always have your coffee before exercise. Yes, it's okay. You can take coffee on its own without putting it in any tea. But you're saying it also depends the source of the coffee, because we said, yes, the source of the caffeine. So if your caffeine is from strictly coffee, for example, coffee is entirely caffeine. So if you can have a small cup of, let's say, 300 mils of coffee, especially when you're active, that's okay. But I wouldn't encourage someone who's not even active, someone who is basically like docile, someone has, their life is basically not an active life. I wouldn't encourage you to take coffee, because there's no reason why you should have your metabolism over the roof. There's no reason why you should get palpitations and anxiety for nothing. So the people I encourage you to take coffee, these are people who are active, people who work out every day. Even if you're not working out directly, but you walk maybe to work, you walk back, you walk back home from work. So you mixing coffee with water and drinking a little bit of it, it's okay. But I would encourage most people to either put it in milk or put it in any other beverage. Natural beverages, because even all the artificial processed beverages out there, they have coffee in them. But the problem is this: is we don't know how much caffeine is in those drinks. So you might find, even soda, some of the sodas contain caffeine, but I would encourage you that, please, if you can put it in your milk tea, if you can put it in water, it's okay, but make sure that you don't do it all the time. Don't do it like it's water. Do this like once a day if you're not so active. But if you're a gym goer, you can have your coffee maybe prior to workout, so that you can have that endurance, boost your metabolism, and can be able to get those reps out. But if you're someone who is inactive, I'd encourage you, you can take like coffee like once in a while with friends when you're out, but you shouldn't be alone all the time and you're sipping on coffee. Otherwise, you're going to get addicted to it. And on top of that, the severe side effects of palpitations, anxiety, lack of sleep, such kind of stuff. You wouldn't want to have such kind of side effects. So instead of tea and KK, have a spoon of coffee into your tea. I mean, that is like 20 milligrams of caffeine. So that's very okay. You won't get any side effect out of that. Fitness steady training, what's up? How is IRIE and bro? Thanks for coming through. It's a marvelous weather here. It was 13 and 20, but we are now looking good. It's a good evening here. I don't know where you are, whether it is a night. Let me know. So I still have five amazing people in the house, and thanks for watching, guys. So number one, we said salmon or fatty fish. Number two, MCT oil. Number three, eggs. And number four, we are saying have a little bit of coffee to boost your metabolism. But we are saying moderation is very, very key when it comes to you taking coffee, since it's a psychoactive drug. Anyone who has a question about coffee so that I can answer it before I can go to the next one? Anyone with a question about coffee? Let me know before I can go on the next one. Okay, if there's no question about that, the next one that you should include in your diet is coconut oil. So basically, us in Uganda here, these are some of the things which are really expensive for our population. For example, when we talk about stuff like coconut oil, I don't know how many people can actually afford coconut oil in their everyday routine, putting it in their food every day, but we're talking to the whole world regardless. So please, number 5 on the list is coconut oil. So basically, coconut oil has been researched over the years to boost your metabolism and amplify your fat burning. And there are so many studies about this. I released a video on Friday, and I put all these studies out there. I mean, science is all about facts. We don't just come here and yap about things. It's about facts, about research, clinical research. So I put all those studies in my video. Feel free to go and check it out if you want to see those studies. So coconut oil, basically it's extracted from coconut trees, and it has been really, really researched over the years to improve your fat burning. But it also contains the healthiest fats. It contains MCTs, which are said they are good for suppressing appetite, good for your health, and of course good for fat burning. So please, if you can access coconut oil, have it. So what you need to do is start with about 1 teaspoon of it, in your food. Then you can gradually go to 2 spoons, because if you start with a lot of it, it causes some digestive side effects. It causes cramping, it causes bloating, it can cause some constipation. So please, you want to make sure that you increase the dosage slowly. Gradually. Start from 1 spoon. Then when you get used to that taste, you can go to 2 spoons, or you can even go to 3. So please, put some cooking oil in your food, and you will have your metabolism boosted, and you even burn more calories, hence burn fat. That's our number 5. Any question about coconut oil? If you have any questions about coconut oil, let me know. But I myself, I'll be frank with you, I haven't tested coconut oil because here it's not in my reach, but I have other alternatives that I use. But if you feel you can access coconut oil, please, it's very healthy. Put it in your diet. Leave alone your trans fats, leave alone your other cooking oils. They are bad for you because they have been hydrogenated, and they're not really good for you. So if you're able to access coconut oil, please do. Then number 6 on the list, guys, we have olive oil. Olive oil, I think it's like one of the healthiest oils that we have on this earth out there. Olive oil contains the good fats, omega-3s that I talked about, and I told you why you need the omega-3s. These are basically essential fats, and these are fats that you can only get from diet. Your body does not manufacture essential fats. The reason they are called essential is you have to get them from your diet. And olive oil is a great source of omega-3 fatty acids. So guys, if you're able to get olive oil, I know it's expensive out there on the market, but if you can get some of it, please put it in your diet, amplify your fat burning. So it's a great source of omega-3. It's a great source of omega-3, guys. So I would really, really urge you, if you're able to get it, put it in your diet. Put it in your diet, olive oil. So you can either cook with it, you can replace it with other fats in your diet, your other cooking oil, the hydrogenated ones, your trans fats, and replace them with olive oil. If you're not able to get olive oil, I would recommend get avocado oil. But avocado oil is also hard to get for an average person out there. So please, but if you're able to get one of these, please make sure that you grab it. Make sure that you grab one of them. One big IRIE family. I feel you're saying you're here but still busy. It's okay. I understand. You're saying I'm running. Yes, I'm basically on number 6. So we said number 1, fatty fish, e.g. salmon, sadness. So number 2, MCT oils, and we're saying these are extracted from coconut oil or palm trees, and they're basically medium chain triglycerides. And we're saying number 3, we have eggs. And we're saying eggs basically contain all the vitamins, all the minerals out there that you know, apart from vitamin C. But you're saying it's also a high source of quality protein, which you need because you need to spare your muscle. You need to spare your muscles, but you also, if you're building muscle, you need that high quality protein. We are saying protein basically boosts your metabolic rate, and your body burns more calories to digest protein. But on top of that, protein is more filling. It basically stimulates your fullness hormones or your satiety hormones like glucagon, like peptides, peptide YY. So those are hormones that tells you, please stop eating, you're now full. Otherwise, you would eat the whole day. You understand? So protein is good at doing that. It stimulates the release of CCK, cholecystokinin, which is also a fullness hormone. So that's why you need good proteins. So basically, in a nutshell, all protein sources, they are good for fat loss. Then we are saying the next one was coffee. And we are saying coffee contains some caffeine, which is basically a psychoactive drug. So we are saying you shouldn't get addicted to it. We are saying take about 1 cup per day of caffeine, because caffeine, being a psychoactive drug, it is a CNS stimulant to keep you awake. Being a CNS stimulant, cardiovascular system, it stimulates your heart. It can cause you anxiety. It causes insomnia. So we are saying you need to watch out your coffee intake. You need to take it in moderation. And we are saying about 1 cup is okay for you per day. But we're saying if you're into fitness, if you work out a lot, it's always paramount you take your coffee prior to exercise. Then we're saying number 6, we have olive oil. Coconut oil. And are saying that coconut oil, of course, is extracted from coconut trees. And we're saying that it is a great source because it contains medium chain triglycerides, which are good at suppressing your appetite, which are good at fat burning. So basically, you are saying coconut oil is good for you and to help you amplify your fat burning. Then number 6, we are saying olive oil. And we're saying that olive oil is basically the healthiest fat in the world out there. We are saying it contains all the good fats, your omega-3 fatty acids that are essential for your body. Yes, however much you want to lose fat, but you still need fat because your body cannot function without fat. Fats are good for your brain, brain health. they are basically raw materials for your testosterone if you're a guy. I mean, if you're not taking fats, where are you getting the testosterone from? Mhm. So they are essential and you can only get them from that. And we are saying that great sources, salmon, coconut oil, olive oil, those are the choices that you have. Mad TV Uganda, what's up? How you doing, bro? Welcome to my ears. Welcome to my ears. Hope you have given me that thumbs up. I'm saying thanks for sharing. I appreciate you too. Fitness study training, um, you're saying thanks. You're saying thanks. Thanks, bro, for coming through. You're my G out there. So one big family, I think you're now up to speed with us, right? Hope you're up to speed with us. So number 7 on that list, guys, we have green tea. So green tea is basically it's an ancient remedy out there for fat burning. It's been there for years and it's been researched over the years to improve your fat burning. Green tea is very good, but on top of boosting your metabolism and improving your fat burning, it also contains an antioxidant and it's basically called epigallocatechin, and this antioxidant is basically anti-cancer. So green tea can help you fight some cancers out there. So that's why you shouldn't miss on taking green tea. So if you can, please make sure that you're taking green tea on like a daily basis. I mean, green tea is really excellent for you if you really want to burn fat, but if you also want to live a healthy life as well. So it has a lot of anti-aging properties, fat burning properties, and cancer properties. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be taking green tea. I mean, I have this like every other day, and it's good for me. It's good for me, leave alone burning fat, but also for my overall health. Still have 3 amazing people in the house. Any question, guys? Let me know if you have any question for me about what we've discussed so far. If you have any question about what we've talked about, let me know before you can dive into our last 3. But meanwhile, give me a second. I go and charge this. So guys, if you have any question about what we're talking about, let me know. Any question, feel free to let me know right about now. So we so far done with 7. We have 3 to go. foods to go. If you have any questions about the 7 foods, let me know. Who else in the house? Who else is in the house? One bigly, hope I'm not leaving you behind. Finish the training, you're saying thanks for coming through as well. So guys, number 8 on the list, we have full fat Greek yogurt. So full fat Greek yogurt is basically an excellent source of protein out there, and we've already talked about the benefits of protein sources, how they are good for your fat burning, but also for sparing your muscle as well. But on top of that, full fat Greek yogurt contains probiotics. Basically, these are good bacteria for you in your gut that that are good for your gut health on top of fat burning as well. So basically, gut health, or what we call probiotics. Basically, we have groups that belong to the lactobacillus group, like that called lactobacillus amylovirus. So there are so many out there. So probiotics are good for you because they control the absorption of your sugars, control the absorption of your fats. So full fat Greek yogurt is really, really excellent for you. So on top of that, if you're even trying to build some muscle, it's a great source of protein as well. If you're trying to lose fat, it's really good for you because of the probiotics, but also its protein is good for you because we said proteins, they have a high thermic effect because you need a lot of calories for you to digest proteins. They are protein is so filling. So full fat Greek yogurt is really, really good for you. So if you go to a supermarket and you're able to get it, grab it. So we have 2 to go. If you have any question about the 8, if there's something you haven't understood about the 8, let me know right here. Mad TV, what's up? You're still in the house, I see you. You're still in the house, I see you. So guys, number 9 on the list, we have whey protein. So basically, whey protein is a supplement out there. We have different types of whey. We have whey hydroxylate, we have whey isolate. So there's so many types out there, but whey is pretty expensive. But on top of that, because it is just on a protein, I mean the lactose has been removed. What if you didn't know whey is made out of milk? So you basically it goes under a lot of processing, and they remain with only the protein content of it. So basically, if you're taking whey, you're sure that you have adequate protein, which will help you spare your muscle loss. But on top of that, research has actually proven that actually whey, compared to all other protein drinks, whey stimulates your satiety hormones, your glucagon-like peptide, your peptide YY, which are basically satiety hormones. So please, if you're able to grab whey, grab it right about now. So whey, you can basically take it as a shake. You can, you can use it as a post-workout because you want to stimulate protein synthesis in your muscles. Please, you can have it as a shake. You can add it in other beverages. I mean, whey is just awesome. Queen Taifa, what's up? How you doing? How is Australia? What's the time in Australia right now? I know it must be like midnight right now. Kumbe for you, Osura YouTube. So, welcome. Better it than never. We just an hour in the LS, but Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Give me that thumbs up. So guys, whey is really, really good for you. It's really, really good for you. It's out there online. You can shop it everywhere online. So feel free to grab yourself that supplement. Whey is really, really good for you. Queen Taifa, you lied me. You have some case to answer. You truly know that you have some case to answer, but we shall sort it. We shall sort it. But otherwise, what's up? How is YT treating you? How is Australia right now? Right here in Uganda, it's 5 p.m. I know you guys are already in Amandi. So thanks for coming, nevertheless. So guys, we have one to go, the last one, but of course not the least, and that is apple cider vinegar. Guys, how many of you take apple cider vinegar? Guys, like apple cider vinegar, over the years, it's been researched in animals. So there's a lot of research in animal studies, but there are really few studies when it comes to humans. And apple cider vinegar is really, really good for you. If you're not eating apple cider vinegar, I don't know what you're still waiting. It boosts your metabolism, hence improving your fat burning properties. Lynn, what's up? What's up? What's up? How's everything? How's everything? Hope you're having a good time. How is Kelly and Bara? We having a good time. Noreen in Bara. How are you doing out there? How are you doing out there? I've been lost, but finally you are back. I'm happy to see you back. So guys, apple cider vinegar is really, really good for you. It is also one of the ancient Oh, you're saying you take apple cider vinegar. Yes. So apple cider vinegar, it can be used as a condiment in your salads out there. I mean, you can just spray some of it in your salad, but some people choose to put it in water and take it the way it is. So please, apple cider vinegar is really, really, really good for you. Dan, what's up? Where you Dan? I see you. Thanks for coming through. I see you, bro. Thanks for coming through. So, Lynn, we've been talking about 10 healthy foods that you need to grab, out there to amplify your fat burning. So, unfortunately, you found me on the last one, but I'll be able to go back and give you highlights of what we've talked about and we've said. Apple cider vinegar is the last one, but of course, it's not the least. So many research has been done in animal studies, but there are really few studies when it comes to humans. And apple cider vinegar has really been found to have fat burning properties out there for you. So you can have it either as part of your meals. I mean, you can spray some of it on your salads. You can spray it somewhere in your food. So you can have it in so many ways. So feel free to grab apple cider vinegar. And trust me, you will boost your metabolism and you see your belly fat going away, and you'll be asking yourself, where is it going, without you doing much. So many studies that have been done in humans, it has been done in groups which really had a lot of central obesity, trying to lose belly fat, and it has really been proven to be effective for them. So basically, those are the 10 foods. Those are the 10 foods that you really need for you to boost your metabolism and improve fat burning. No supplements, maybe apart from whey. Some of these fats, some of these oils, of course, you find them as supplements on the market, but they are really good. They are really good. But there's nothing like a magic pill when it comes to fat loss. So for you incorporating these healthy foods in your diet will not only help you lose fat, but will also help you live a healthy life as well. They have some anti-aging properties and cancer properties because they have a lot of antioxidants, and also have fat burning properties. So it's not a matter of eating to lose weight, lose fat, but also eating to live a healthy life as well. So we said number one, you have fatty fish like salmon. We said it's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which you actually need. which your body needs, which are good for your brain, your heart, and everything, but also can help you burn fat. Then number two, we had MCT, that's medium chain triglycerides, and we said it's basically extracted from palm oil or coconut oil, but we said it's actually appetite suppressing, it keeps you full, and can be absorbed very fast by your body, I mean, taken into your liver, and can provide an alternative energy source to glucose because it can be broken down into ketones, which are basically an energy source as well for you. Then we said number three, we have eggs. Eggs, it's basically a nutritional powerhouse, contains all the vitamins apart from vitamin C, contains all the minerals out there that you know, but it's also a great source of protein. And since we said protein, first of all, it is high filling. On top of that, protein stimulates your satiety hormones like glycoprotein, I mean glucagon, like peptide 1, peptide YY, CCK hormones. Those are the hormones that tell you basically to stop eating. So when you have those hormones activated, which means you're going to eat 3 times per day, and hence creating a caloric deficit that will help you lose weight. Then number four, we said we have coffee. We said it's like a worldwide beverage that everyone takes in the world, but we said it contains caffeine, and which is basically a psychoactive drug. So caffeine enhances your mood, improves your performance, both physically and mentally. But then on top of that, we said caffeine is a CNS stimulant. It stimulates your brain, your heart. It's a cardiovascular stimulant, so which means it can cause insomnia, that's lack of sleep. It can cause anxiety because it causes the release of adrenaline and all that, which is basically cause palpitations. So that's why we're saying moderation when it comes to taking caffeine is very, very, very key. So because it's a psychoactive drug, it's addictive. So you don't want to be dependent on caffeine all the time. So we said you need to take about 1 coffee per day, which has about 300 milligrams of caffeine, which is really good for you. That's not going to make you addictive to caffeine. So we said it boosts your metabolism, and the faster your metabolism, the more calories you burn, and creating a caloric deficit, and hence more fat being burnt. Michael Brandt, what's up? How you doing? You said I only eat fruits, vegetables, fish, and meat. Bro, you're on the right track. You're on the right track. Then we said number 6 on the list, we have coconut oil. Coconut oil, these are basically good oils. They contain MCTs, which are good, appetite suppressing, have fat burning properties. Then we have olive oil, which we said is like the healthiest fat in the world out there, which you shouldn't miss in your diet. Then we said we have apple cider vinegar. We we talked about it. Then we have green tea. Green tea, we said it's not only contains caffeine, which boosts your metabolism, but also contains substance called catechin, which is basically an antioxidant, which is anti-cancer. So on top of you getting the fat burning properties, but you're also getting the effects of that antioxidant. Then we said we have whey protein, which is really a great source of protein, which will help you build some muscle, spare your muscle, but also it's being a protein, it stimulates your fullness hormones, so which means you're not going to overeat all the time, you're not going to feel hungry all the time, which means you basically burn fat very fast. So we still have 4 amazing people in the house. Please, if you have any question, let me know. Let me know right now. If you have any question, let me know. Mama and Zan, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Guys, I don't know what's happened to my network. Hope it stabilizes very fast and I'm able to talk to you again. Okay, Mama and Zan, what's up? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Better it than never. So Lynn Pichiza is saying thank you for the recap. You're welcome. So Mama Zan is saying, what if I eat right but can't lose belly fat? So Mama Zan, basically, you might be eating right because I've seen you do whatever it takes, you train hard, but you're saying you still cannot lose belly fat. I mean, I discussed this topic last week, and the reason why people think you're eating right, but even when you're eating the best foods out there, you're overeating them and you're unable to create a caloric deficit. That's number one. So you think you're actually in a caloric deficit, but actually you're not in a caloric deficit, right? So, Mommy and Zan, I don't know if you're tracking your calories. Let me know if you track your calories. And last weekend, I basically talked about 10 mistakes that most people commit while trying to lose some fat. So let me know if you track your calories. But number two, belly fat is, we always call it stubborn belly fat, but it's actually not stubborn. Why? I mean, when you start losing fat, some people that are always obsessed with the belly, I mean, getting a six pack, getting a small waist, but you forget to remember that your body cannot support reduced fat. I mean, it's like you trying to get water from the swimming pool, and then you want that water at the bottom, but you have water on top. So how do you do that? You have to get water on top first and then get water from the bottom. So most people, they start training, they start losing their weight loss journey, thinking that they will immediately lose belly fat. They forget that your body has first burn fat a little bit on your face, burn fat a little bit on your arms, on your back, on your chest before it comes to the belly. But on top of that, the belly has the thing like the poorest blood supply. So while you're working out, for example, since it has a poor blood supply, of course you're not going to lose that spot very fast because blood doesn't reach there very fast, which means you can't easily burn fat from that very side. So for you losing belly fat, it needs a lot of patience, consistency, and creating a persistent caloric deficit. So, Mama and Zan, one thing I would advise you to do is please try out some intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting not only good for other health reasons, but it puts you in a caloric deficit, but in a good way, in a healthier way. You won't have you won't restrict diet, you won't affect your metabolism. So I think Mama and Zan, you should get some time and then try intermittent fasting. So you're saying you don't eat fish and you do intermittent fasting as well. So Mama and Zan, let me know how long you've been doing intermittent fasting and which pattern are you using. Because I know for training you're sorted because I know you train hard. But let me know the kind of pattern of intermittent fasting and let me know if it's really you've not gotten any results from intermittent fasting, or if you're not losing fat at all. Are you losing fat from other body parts apart from the belly? What's not happening? Let me know. Because sometimes some people may be losing fat, but they always focus on on the figure on the scale, which is wrong. Mm. You're saying you do it from 8 to 12. Mama and Zan, I don't understand. You do, for example, you last eat at 8 and then eat at 12 p.m. I mean, do you stop eating at 8 p.m. and eat at 12 midday? How do you basically do it? Oh, you're saying you're losing fat, but not as fast as you want to. So I feel you, but the whole key here is um losing fat is it's not like a marathon. I mean, it took years to gain this kind of fat. So losing it, you're not going to wake up one day and you want to lose 10 pounds of fat, let's say in a month. That one is not going to happen. But one thing that I can assure you, since you're losing fat from, I mean, if you're since you're getting results from you working out and intermittent fasting, but you want to lose it faster, is one thing is boosting your metabolism, and that's what we've been talking about here. Is improving, or I mean, putting some foods in your diet that basically boost your metabolism, and then eating a lot of protein. So I don't know. Okay, stop eating at 8 and then start 12 at the next day. Oh, I understand. So that's about like 16, 8 hours, which is okay. But also, when you get used to that, you need to change because I started this earlier talking about intermittent fasting. I just gave highlights of it because I have a video coming through next week about intermittent fasting. But basically, what you need to do is you need to now increase on the hours of fasting because the reason why 16-8 doesn't give faster results is one, when you're not eating, when you're in the fasting window, your body is able to use glycogen for at least 8 hours, especially if you're not working out to deplete the whole of it very fast. So, which means if you're fasting for 16 hours, you only have about 8 hours of fasting where your insulin is down and your body is predominantly using fat. But remember, your body does not only, it's not like when you're fasting, your body stops using glucose at all, using other carbohydrate sources and goes on fat only. Like your body does not pause other sources. So it will be burning fat, but a little bit also trying to get glucose from other non-carbohydrate sources. So if you now use it to, for example, those about 16 hours that you're fasting, I would encourage you um, I would encourage you to start doing now longer hours of fasting. For example, since 16-8 is now used, I mean, your body is now used to it, you can now shift to 18-6. I mean, for example, you can now increase by 2 hours. That is 18 hours of fasting and then 6 hours of eating. But I also want to understand the kind of foods you eat. Do you eat enough protein? Because that's the most important thing. Because most people always find it hard for them to have adequate protein in their diet. So, Mama and Zan, are you eating adequate protein? Because we are saying one, adequate protein, number one, it is muscle sparing. Number two, it has a high thermic effect. I mean, your body needs to burn more calories to digest protein. So which means you can burn calories even when you're sleeping, when you're dreaming, when you're seated, because your body is basically trying to digest protein and it's burning more calories. So that's why eating enough protein is very, very, very vital. So are you having enough protein in your foods? Mama and Zan, let me know. So if not, please, you need to amplify your protein intake. If you're able to get the foods we've talked about, if you're able to get your salmon, your eggs, your whey protein, I mean, put around the beverages aside, but basically your broccolis, your vegetables, fiber foods, because those are the foods that contain less calories, but at the same time, they have a high thermic effect. So let me know if you are actually having a lot of fiber in your diet and a lot of protein in your diet, because that's what you basically need. If you're doing everything right, you're doing intermittent fasting, or you're saying you do have protein shakes after you break your fast, oh, that's good. That's good if you're having enough protein. So one thing, Mama Zana, what you need to do is let's be patient. Let's be patient, but also aim at tracking your macros. I mean, there are so many apps online out there that can help you track your macros. you need to now start calculating the calories you're taking in. I mean, you might think yes, you are eating healthy, you're in an intermittent fasting, you're doing intermittent fasting, but you might actually find you're actually not in a caloric deficit. So you might be eating healthy, but not creating a caloric deficit. So I understand you're plant-based. That's very good. That's very good. So what you need to jump on right now is start tracking your macros. I mean, you need to understand your metabolism right now. You need to know how many calories do I need for you to maintain my metabolism. There's something we call based on metabolic rate. I mean, you need to know the calories that can support that. For example, if your basal metabolic rate is 2,000 calories, and how do you calculate that basically? You get your weight in pounds that you have right now and multiply it by about 14 to 15. So what you get will be basically your basal metabolic rate. So those will be like your maintenance calories that you need to eat for your body to keep functioning healthier. But then you need to add calories, I mean, from exercise, because I know you're an active person, so you need there's something we call um, net activity. So you need to add a calories that you always need for it to exercise. So there's a way how we calculate that. For example, you have to know whether you're someone who's active, someone who is either just in the middle, someone who's not active at all. And of course, after that, we have an index that we multiply. So Mama, and then you can let me know and I help you on that so that we can finally zero down to how many calories you need to be eating per day. And when you get to your calories, for example, if your MBR is 2,500 calories, you need to be eating 500 below that, so that you don't affect your metabolism, which basically creates a caloric deficit, but also in a healthier way. So Lydia, what's up? Long time. You lost my friend. You lost my friend. Mama and Zan, yes, so there are two things, Mama and Zan. One, you might be eating too little, and I also explained that on my last weekend. You're either eating too little or you're eating a lot. So when you're eating too little, which means your metabolism is going to slow down. And of course, when your metabolism slows down, you're basically not burning any fat. Then when you're eating a lot, you're in a caloric surplus. So when you're in a caloric surplus, there's no reason why your body should basically burn fat when you're giving it food. So what you need to know, or what we need to do, Mami and Zan, is we need to track your macros. So you need to know the calories that you need to eat in a day. And there are so many apps online, there are so many websites online that you can just go and just put in your biographics, put in your height, whether you're male or whether you're female, whether you're active or not, your height, your weight, and these websites, these calculators will basically generate the calories that you're supposed to be taking per day. So then after that, you get these apps that will help you track your macros. So which means you will not be eating too little, but at the same time, you'll not be eating in a surplus, which will give you the exact picture of how many calories you're going to be eating in a day. So Mama Zan, it could be two things. You're eating in a surplus or you're eating in a very, very, very low deficit. So you don't have to be in a severe deficit because it affects your energy, it affects your metabolism, affects your training. So basically, you need to know that. So hope Mama and Zan, you get my point. We need to understand, you need to start tracking calories right now. Lydia William is saying it's about keeping fit here and eating healthy. Yes, that's what we're all about, Lydia. What's up? How you doing? You're lost. I was almost looking for you. How is Poland? You're based in Poland. How is everything? How you doing? How is Whitey? I mean, you're one of the few people that introduced me to this, so I appreciate you. But if you have any question about that topic, please let me know. So Mama and Zan, I hope I answer your question. So it's really important that you start now tracking your macros. That is your carbohydrates, your proteins, and your fats. For example, shockingly, for example, you find that if someone you're eating yellow bananas, for example, one yellow banana has about 77 calories, one egg has about 80 calories. So if you're just eating them, yes, these are healthy foods, but they are also calorie dense. So if you're eating a lot of them, you might be actually in a surplus, thinking you're actually in a deficit. You might be also eating too little, affecting your metabolism as well, which slows down your fat loss. So please, Mama and Zan, you need to start tracking your macros. I mean, for example, 1 gram of carbohydrates has about 4 calories. 1 gram of protein has about 4 calories. 1 gram of fat has about 9 calories. So you can imagine how many grams you eat daily. I don't know. So if you're not tracking this, it's really hard for you to know that you're in a deficit or you're in a surplus. But the good thing you're doing intermittent fasting, which creates a little bit of a caloric deficit, which is really a plus. Yes, even me right now, Mama and Zan, I have my shake right here. I have my shake right here. It has bananas, it has milk, it has avocados, it has a little bit of soy protein, it has a little bit of peanut. So you can imagine this one bottle, it has about 1,500 calories. So you can imagine I'm able to take one bottle of this, which is 500 mils, and it has about 1,000 calories. Get what I'm saying? So you need to track your calories, you need to track your macros. So if you're doing a lot of shakes of course have a lot of calories in put together, and you might take, I mean, like one glass which has about like 1,000 calories just in a simple glass of a shake. So that's why I'm saying before you even make your shakes, you need to understand the calories that are in every ingredient that you're putting in. So, for example, like if you're using 3 bananas, that's about 200 calories. If you're adding in some eggs, one egg has about 7 grams of protein, which is basically 1 gram, which has 1 gram has 4 calories. So you can imagine that's actually a lot of calories that you'll be consuming, but you're basically not knowing that you're consuming a lot of calories. Yes, these are healthy foods, healthy dense foods, calorie dense foods. They are healthy, but if you're looking forward to losing weight, you must create a deficit, whether you're eating healthy foods, whether you're eating your junk. But at the end of the day, it all zeroes down to a caloric deficit. Hope Mami and Zana I answered the question in detail. Any other question? I still have 4 amazing people in the house. I still have 4 people amazing in the house. But if you haven't given me a thumbs up, please give me a thumbs up right now. Lydia William, if you have any question about fitness, health, we're basically here to make sure that we meet your body goals, your healthy goals. So if you have any question in that regard, please let me know right now. Let me know right about now. So you're saying, but I don't eat when I have my shakes only 1 banana per day. Yes, it's okay. And that's what I'm saying. You might be eating actually too little, which is affecting your metabolism. So that's why basically you need to track your macros. You need to know your maintenance calories. You need to know the calories that you need to exercise, the calories you need to digest your food. Then when you sum all of that, you need to subtract 500 and be eating in 500 less of that. So that's what I'm saying. You might, so there are two things. Most likely you're eating too little, which is affecting your metabolism. So your metabolism, I don't know, when every time you have a workout, is your energy affected? And if your energy is affected, just know your metabolism is low. So at the end of the day, you have to create a caloric deficit, but it should be a healthy caloric deficit. So you shouldn't restrict calories a lot. Calorie restriction is really, really, really bad for you. So that's what we are saying. You need to make sure that you at least 500 less of your maintenance calories. So that's why I'm saying, mommy and Zan, we need to start tracking your macros. Because what happens is, if your body has been used to eating 3,000 calories, the moment you shift and go to 1,500, half of that, your body's metabolism is also shift and tend to adjust what you're taking in now, which basically means that you have to slow down. So that's why it's very, very important not to just wake up one day and then you are restricting calories. It's important that you only restrict calories in a healthy way of just only 500. And also this goes for muscle building as well. If you're trying to put on some muscle, you have to be in a surplus of only 500 calories. Otherwise, if your maintenance calories is 2,500 calories and you're eating 5,000 calories per day, all those calories will be converted into fat. And instead of you putting on some muscle, you're going to put on weight, but much of your weight will be coming from fat. So yes, you're doing gym and everything, but you're also putting on a lot of muscle on you. Oh, one big family, you're still in the house. Amazing. You are the first person here and you're still here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you beyond measure. So if I have any person having a question in the house, let me know. We have about 20 minutes to the end of LS. So it's just a 2 hour LS. If you have any question, let me know what you like, whatever we've been discussing about. Or right now, if you have any question, your personal question, I can actually answer it for you. I still have 4 amazing people in the house. Guys, thanks for being locked here. So guys, remember to keep hydrated no matter what. Just a 30% reduction in hydration can affect your energy, can affect your metabolism. So guys, that's why I try as much as I can to keep myself hydrated all the time, because dehydration really affects your metabolism and affects your energy output. So I still have 4 amazing people in the house. So maybe recapping a little bit, the 10 foods that we've talked about. We talked about fatty fish like salmon. We talked about MCT oil, medium chain triglycerides. We talked about eggs. We talked about coconut oil. We talked about olive oil. We talked about apple cider vinegar. We talked about whey protein. Um, we talked about full fat Greek yogurt. Mm. Anyone in the house? Do you have any other new person in the house? We talked about olive oil. We talked about coffee. We talked about green tea, guys. If you've just joined, and so I have to bring you up to speed. So, guys, if you have any question, please let me know right now. If you have any question about fat loss, weight loss, training, fitness, health, ask any question. So the remaining 20 minutes, guys, I want to answer your questions. Basically, the topic is done. The topic is done. If you have any question about the topic, let me know. If you have any questions for yourself, let me know and I'll answer directly to you. Guys, if you have any question, just let me know. The topic is done. If you have any questions about the topic, if you have any questions about you, yourself, your health, your nutrition, your body goals, such kind of questions, please, I'm here to answer on your behalf. And guys, if you're not connected to the people right here, please make sure that you have everyone in your house. Make sure you pick the connection from right here. And guys, if you haven't given me a thumbs up, thumbs me up right now. So if you're still in the house, say something, say something, say something if you're still in the house. Say something if you are still in the house. If you are still in the house, let me know. Oh, Mama Anzani, you're still there. Yeah, I was saying Mama Anzani, you're still here. It's amazing. It's amazing that you're still here. It's great that you are still here. So, Mama Anzan, I'm planning to host you and we talk about this shit. I don't know when. I'll inbox you and tell me when you have time. We need to have a live together and talk about some of these things. Educate the world, inspire the youth. You let me know and we shall talk to it. We shall talk about this in detail. So you have a few minutes to the end of the LS. If you still have any, if I still have any question that I haven't answered, just remind me. If you still have any pending questions, please remind me right now so that I can answer them before we get out of here. So, Mama and Zan, when can we do it? When can we do it? You're saying you're off in 2 weeks. So, when can we do this? When can we do this, Mama and Zan? Anyway, Mama and Zan, I'm going to call you right after my LS and then we shall have a discussion on it. Sharifa, what's up? Let come better than never. Better it than never. Sharifa, what's up? We have 14 minutes to the end of the live stream. We've been having an interesting topic about 10 foods, that can help you burn fat faster. So we said we have fish, fatty fish, salmon. We have medium chain triglycerides, we have coconut oil, we have olive oil, we have eggs, we have apple cider vinegar, we have coffee, we have green tea, we have whey protein, we have full fat Greek yogurt. So these are the things that you really missed on, but I have a video that I uploaded on Friday, so you can go and watch that video and catch us where we are. Yeah, we shall talk, Mommy and Zan. Yeah, we are going to talk. So Sharif, I hope you've been using such foods that I've talked about. Do you use apple cider vinegar? Do you use olive oil? Do you use green tea? Do you take coffee? Do you take eggs? Do you take fish? Do you take full fat Greek yogurt? These are not your usual yogurt that you grab everywhere. And of course, they come at a cost. But every good thing comes at a cost. So that's how life is. Sharifa, let me know if you take some of them. If you are still in the house, let me know that you're in the house. If you're still in the house, just let me know. I shout out to you. Let me know that you're in the house. I'll give you a shout out. Mama and Zan, you don't take fish, you don't take milk, you don't take eggs. Why? Okay, you're a vegetarian, what's up? So for you, it's simply plant-based. But fish is okay. I mean, fish is a really great source of omega-3. The reason why I have problem with plant-based diets is they make you get deficiency in some ions. I mean, for example, like vitamin B12, if you really do not take some of the meat, you in future get a deficiency in vitamin B12. So as much as you want to go off animal products, but it's important to think about such kind of deficiencies. So I mean, you get deficiencies in irons. I mean, plant-based foods are not really rich in iron. So yes, you're plant-based, but make sure that once in a while, I mean, like 10% or 3%, you're basically taking some of these things because you will end up with some of deficiencies. So, I mean, a ketogenic diet comes with its own problems, but I'll tell you, if you've been able to adhere to it and if you're getting results out of it, I have no problem with that. Continue taking the plant-based proteins. But what I always advise people who are on plant-based diet, I always advise them to go and check some of these deficiencies, especially vitamin B12. It's really very important that you make sure that you're not low on vitamin B12. So you can always go to your doctor, to the hospital, and they check your B12 levels. Because, like I've told you, for example, eggs contain all the B vitamins. So if you don't take eggs, I mean, if you don't take meat, if you don't take milk, most likely, because most plant-based sources are not rich in vitamin B12, and vitamin B12 is really very important for you. A slight deficiency will cause you symptoms, especially peripheral neuropathies, muscle aches, and all that. So it's really very important that when you plant based, you keep checking some of these things so that you're not deficient in them. All right, Mama and Dan. Hope you take that into consideration. One bigly family. Are you still in the house? One bigly, what's up? Are you still in the house? Yeah, it's true. I know your plant-based to give you steep. I mean, stuff like broccolis are really dense in protein. Beans are dense in protein. Peas are dense in protein. Nuts are dense in protein. Your oats are dense in. So you can really get enough protein from plants. You can really get good essential fats from plants. But the problem is with some minerals, some electrolytes. I mean, some vitamins like vitamin B12, which is really rich in animal sources. So it's really important that you keep note of your vitamin B12 as well. So other than Mame and Zan, who else do we still have in the house? Who else do we still have in the house? We simply have 6 minutes to the end of this, and we shall be back next weekend. But feel free, if we've left you, make sure that you go back and watch the whole LS to catch with everything that we talked about. So it will be uploaded, of course, in a few minutes or hours. So be sure to catch it after here. So, Mommy and Dan, that's basically it. I mean, being plant-based, I know it's not easy. There are a few people who can really adhere to it. But if you've been able to adhere to your diet, I mean, I respect you. I respect that. It's really not easy. I myself haven't tried the plant-based diet. I mean, I'm just so lazy when it comes to cooking a lot of plant-based. If you have any unanswered question, let me know. So others guys, if there are no other questions, I'll beg to leave. I'll beg to see in the next areas. I appreciate you for coming through. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for keeping around for these 2 hours. And see in the next video. Mad love. God bless you.